Hello, this is Vince Gansberg, and this screencast is geared for state instructors, informing them of all the changes and updates for the e-license for the year 2014. One of the first things that has been changed, and it is also on US Soccer's website and in box, is the e-license schedule. And basically, it's the same schedule, it just reflects more the way the national schedules look. You will notice that there are 4 pre-course assignments. I'll get into those here in a little bit. There are 2 candidate coaching experiences, not a practice coaching and a field exam, but 2 candidate coaching experiences. It's okay for the instructors to stand next to those candidates and prompt them, guide them if needed. Obviously, more so in the first than in the second. And speaking of the second candidate coaching, if time allows, have the candidates perform stages 2 and 3. If not, then just have them do stage 3, again for about 10 to 15 minutes. So this is the schedule. There's also an instructor daily schedule that's been put into box, and this is simply a guide to try and help state instructors as far as day 1, day 2, day 3. It gives ideas as far as what slides you're covering and ideas for presenting. By no means do you have to use the ideas, they're just there. I hope that this is a beneficial document for state instructors. Pre-course assignments, there are 4. Basically, we've removed the training plans and coaching behavior self-analysis. However, even though we've removed training plans, it's still a major outcome of the course is to help and improve the candidate's ability to design an effective training plan. That part should now be integrated more in the classrooms and also on the field. They do have a philosophy presentation, so that has not changed. I have, however, uploaded a TED Talk from John Wooden. It is purely optional that you show that to the candidates, but it is a good video if you need. And the laws and concussion, that has not changed. It's still online. And again, the candidates do not have to print out their certificate of completion. US Soccer sends the State Director of Coaching a report indicating who has taken and completed the laws and concussion online exams. The new pre-course assignment is risk management. There are 3 scenarios. The candidates answer these 3 scenarios, and then the instructor will solicit those answers first and then show a video that's been done by the expert, which in this case is Rick Tompkins from Pennsylvania. So again, this is new. Have the candidates go ahead and give their answers, and then cue up the video, and you can start and stop it however you need, and go ahead and add to the discussion, or basically just let the video answer for you. These are the 3 scenarios that they have to answer. So again, they should already have this done. They can be handwritten, they can be typed. They bring it in on the first night, and then after you go through the risk management, or before, or however you want to do it, then collect their sheets of paper so you can check it off. There is a new video for the technique presentation. It is basically the U14 boys national team, and the idea is for you to show the video to the class. It's not too long. And the video shows examples of proper technique, and then examples of technical breakdowns of the U14 opponent. The video guides pretty much guides itself, and hopefully the instructors don't have too much trouble. But the idea is that afterwards, after they watch the second example, which is the U14 opposition and their technical breakdowns, have the candidates design a stage 2 and stage 3 activity on one of those technical breakdowns, and if time allows, ask for the groups to share. We want instructors to include a technical review prior to each model field session. So take about 10 minutes and just model technique, the technique that will hopefully be brought out in the model field session. You can do this in a variety of ways. You can have a fun little technical game. But basically, you have the little technical review. Go through your warm-up, your small-sided activity, your expanded small-sided activity, and then your game. Active observations. Basically, we want the candidates to actively observe the instructors while they're doing their model field sessions. Typically, you have two groups, a group that's playing and a group that's not playing. So divide that non-playing group into 4 small groups. Have each small group designate a spokesperson, and then they report to the playing group their observations of the instructor's model session. This is the active observations. So there is interactions, principles of play, interventions, and effectiveness. So the idea is for the instructor, the lead instructor, to go ahead and photocopy 4 or 5 of these, divide them up, chop them up, and then you hand these to the non-playing groups, and then they chart the interactions, principles of play, interventions, and effectiveness. The one that you might have to help them with the most is the principles of play, so it's important that instructors who demonstrate the field session really remember when they felt like they brought out principles of play. By the way, the interactions and the content and the those titles won't be on the cards itself. So it's just for your viewing purposes. Field topic revisions, we've removed receiving and redirecting aerial serves. That's gone. And receiving and turning is now called redirecting serves to go forward. And crossing is changed to passing from wide areas. One of the reasons is because the course is geared for the 9 to 12-year-old player, and they might cross the ball or pass the ball from wide areas a little different from an older player. And sometimes we're doing these sessions in gymnasiums due to the weather. So if a candidate gets the crossing topic, they might be a little anxious. So the study group, when I say we, I mean the e-study group, basically decided that if we change it from crossing to passing from wide areas, it might take away some of that anxiety for that candidate. This is simply a document that reflects the topic changes. Again, this will be uploaded in a box, and hopefully that's helpful. Here's the e-license practical coaching summary. Pretty much the only thing that's changed are that the pre-course assignments have been updated. This is new. So in addition to giving the candidates their practical coaching summary or their evaluation, we also want you to fill out, and it's simply a checkbox, and this is a target list. It's not an action plan. It's a target list for the candidates to hopefully develop an action plan for. We are going to be developing an action plan document that will be put in box and also on US Soccer's website to help coaches improve their target list. But the idea of this is you fill out their evaluation summary that I showed you on the previous page, and then you go ahead and you fill in the candidate's name. So for example, if it's Mully, Ian Mulliner, and then all the instructor would do is simply check mark where you feel like he needed to improve based on his 2 candidate coaching experiences. And lastly, when we come to the course evaluation, it really should be harder to fail than to pass. Thank you, Dr. Lou Atkinson, for that reminder. And let's keep that in mind. Again, like I alluded to and referred to in the previous slide, it's okay for the instructors to stand next to those candidates while they're doing their candidate coaching experience and to help them out. But it really should be harder to fail than to pass. So hopefully everyone's successful. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email me. And it's fine to give my email to your state instructors. Go ahead and email me at down below. And thank you, and thank you for all you do.